We can start in a minute or so. Thank you for pressing the start button. Good afternoon, everybody. It's 2 o'clock. We are officially starting the meeting. Thank you for everybody that joined us. Just a reminder that the questions will be dealt with after the guest speaker's presentation. And if you have the QA section, please use that for questions. If you don't have access to that, I have enabled it, but some licenses do not have the Q&A section. You're welcome to use the chat as well. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so with the agenda, we'll do the opening and welcome, and then I will also inform you of some committee changes. Then we hand over to Cheslin from Mediway. He's going to do his presentation, and then we hand over to Garrun CFP. And well, actually, the back to basics, I'm just the first part I'm going to do before Garrun, if they don't mind, very quick. And then part two will be I will deal with after the meeting. Okay, let me just check. It looks like I'm the only one who can admit people. All right. So the chairperson, Exco Rep and CPD, it's me. Lindy has resigned from the committee last year. So we had to find somebody else to be the rep, and Dorothy has stepped forward to volunteer for that. Thank you, Dorothy. The CPD portfolio becomes quite difficult to manage, so I've got the software to deal with that, do the certificates and everything. So that's why it falls under me. And then Adala's our vice chair, treasurer, and marketing person. As I mentioned, Dorothy is the ed rep. Paula is the new secretary and PR person, and Beverly Jacobs will remain the committee secretary and social responsibility. If there's any questions you have about this, you are welcome to post it. Okay, Cheslin, I hand over to you. You're welcome to kick me off the screen.
Let me just share. So, can you see my screen?
Sorry, just a moment. Yes, I can. Thank you.
So, good afternoon, everybody. Is there echo at all?
There's a little bit of an echo. It's not bad.
Okay, awesome. So, what I'm dealing with today is blue light. This is a wound care product that uses hypochlorite as the active ingredient. So, in terms of chronic wounds, we have quite a challenging landscape. In South Africa, what you have is that most chronic wounds are sitting at about 40% most cases, and you literally have a big proportion being diabetic foot ulcers, venous leg ulcers, and pressure injuries. It's our landscape is very similar to the US. We're sitting with about 6.5 million patients annually that sit with these hard to heal wounds. And you can actually see this clinical study that was done by KZN Department of Health, and it was a retrospective study on 460 patients with 876 wounds. And you can see we on average with about 38% of all wounds being accounted for by ulcers. And how do we define hard to heal wounds? It's those wounds that can only close after 40% of closure time within 4 weeks, or takes longer than 12 weeks to take care of. Okay. Um, well, what we tend to standard treatment, the issue with standard treatment is we started with conventional antibiotics that penetrate the biofilm, and our antiseptics like Meetin and hydroperoxide and silver-based compounds can cause damage to the healthy tissue, therefore delaying wound healing of these wounds. Okay, so I'll just go through it quickly. So antibiotics there's an increase of antibiotic resistant patterns happening currently, and these antibiotics don't necessarily penetrate the biofilm matrix, leaving that bacterial community protected and thriving within a chronic wound. Um, when you look at our cytotoxic antiseptics, traditional antiseptics like hydrogen peroxide and povidone kills the bacteria, but they also damage the fibroblasts and the keratinocytes, essential for cell regeneration of wound closure. The biofilm persistence through conventional treatment cannot effectively disrupt the biofilm, and this protected by a bacterial community are shielded, and the microbial agents and hosts cannot be dealt with effectively. The last thing is literally patient discomfort, especially when they're dealing with harsh chemical treatments. Um, there's normally pain, burning sensation, and tissue irritation, and this reduces patient compliance and negatively impacts the quality of life during extended treatment periods. So, blue light. Blue light is a hypochlorite base. And remember, hypochlorite is an old medication, okay? Or we found this product in our white blood cells during the Second World War. Okay, the difficult thing has been that it hasn't been able to be stabilized effectively. And what blue light has done is they've literally created a process that could stabilize it. Um, Beautiful thing about hypochlorite, it is able to eliminate cytotoxic bacteria, and they are better than the conventional antiseptics. They are pH balanced, biocompatible solution that harness the body's own defense mechanism in a stable topical formulation, both as a cleanser and a nanogel. Um, and unlike the antiseptics that might damage the actual tissue that causes healing, they also work on a broad spectrum like bacteria, fungus, virus, and spores. Um, why blue light outperforms conventional treatment, disrupts the biofilm. It's a broad spectrum efficacy. It's a non-cytotoxic formulation. And the beauty thing is that it neutralizes wound odors at a molecular level, improving patients' dignity, comfort, and treatment compliance while reducing the psychosocial burden that malodorous wounds um, leave with our patients. What I'm going to give you is literally five case studies that actually were done at Pretoria University. One is a diabetic foot ulcer. We literally had complete healing within 5 weeks versus the normal 2 months of standard wound care, which includes antibiotics and traditional dressings. The second example is a post-operative toe amputation. After using the blue light, we literally had immediate odor and discharge reduction when we, and then the infection resolved after 3 weeks, avoiding further surgical intervention. Then looking at radiation-induced burns, this was like necrotic tissue, and malodor was resolved within 2 weeks. Complete recovery of the epithelium was achieved within two months, and a prolonged healing that's normally associated with radiation wounds was cut short. When you look at prosthetic pressure injuries, um, in this one, it was a foot prosthetic. We literally had full healing within 3 weeks versus the normal 2 to 3 months standard care. And then lastly was a venous insufficiency ulcer. This patient was sitting with this insufficiency ulcer for about 4 years, okay, and conventional treatment failed. Um, what happened was they were actually going to amputate the wound if this treatment was going to work. And when they followed the blue light protocol, it literally healing was achieved within 4 months. So what you have besides wound healing, we also have this active ingredient literally works on surfaces and works with infection control. So it's a non-toxic pH balanced formulation that makes it safe for repeated use on medical devices, textiles, and environmental surfaces. And what you now have is one product that you can be used on the wounds as well as the surfaces and within your practice. So I've covered most of this. So you literally have tissue compatibility, so non-cytotoxic preserved healing cells, biofilm penetration. Blue light literally penetrates, disrupts the biofilm matrix effectively. We have a broad spectrum bacterial, fungus, spore impact, and then patient tolerance because of pH balance and painless application. Um, you don't have the worry of resistance developing to use that you can find in the other conventional methods. And frequency of use, you can use the product over on numerous applications, and then environmentally safe. And as you can see, it can be used both for wound application as well as infection control. And so what I can do with the takeaways is accelerated healing, reduce infection rates, enhance patient comfort, and multi-purpose solution. So thank you.
Are there any questions? Sorry, for some reason I can't scroll down at my chats. No questions. If you want to ask a question, it's not in the chat. You're welcome to raise your hand as well. Right. Thank you very much, Cheslin. You're welcome to stay on. If there's any questions later on, then maybe we can raise it from there. Let me just present again. It always takes a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Cheslin, for your presentation. Our next one is the memory exercise. Now you must make sure that you can see the screen because I'm going to show you a few pictures. This memory exercise the presenter did with me at the AGM last year, and when he first taught it to me, I thought I'm not going to remember anything. I can't remember past 3 things, let alone 10 things. He says it can go up to 20 things, but he didn't teach me that far, only up to 10. And on the day, it was a huge surprise to discover, but I can actually remember all 10 things, and it was easy. So there's a trick to this. If you want to use this to memorize things, it only memorizes objects. I've tried it with numbers, like the PIN number when you go and pick up your Amazon packet. That works too. It works for numbers equally as well. Right, but then there's a few things that you have to memorize before you can actually use it. So how it works is your memory is linked to what you see, not so much what you hear, but what you see. And it's linked to pictures. So if you can have objects from 1 to 10 that you use permanently, then you can link whatever object somebody wants you to try and remember to that internalized picture. The first one I'm going to show you is a pen. Now, if you look at number 1, it looks like a pen, hey? That's a way to remember it. Now, let's say the first object I want you to remember is a piece of paper or a book. All you need to do is fix in your mind that you're going to use the pen to write in the book. And when somebody asks you list number 1, then you will immediately know it's book because you remember it as the pen writing in the book. So the same goes for the other numbers, and I want you now to memorize those because that's what you're going to use at the end of this exercise to remember all 10 objects in sequence. Okay, so this is your code. These pictures that I'm going to show you now, you're going to use it every single time you want to memorize a set of objects. Can be 5, can be 10. You're going to use this code to memorize all your objects going forward. Number 1 will always be a pen, and you imagine the pen doing something to the object that you try and remember. Second one, very easy. Why doesn't it show? I must click. Number 2 looks like a duck. Hey? If you imagine the little feet hanging out, I always imagine whatever I must remember, the duck picks it up and he keeps it in his feet. If it works better for you, you can imagine the duck carrying it on his back. Right, so number 2 will always be a duck, and whatever you must remember will link to the duck in some way. Either he carries it with his feet or he carries it on his back. Does it make sense so far? You can use a thumbs up if you want. Excellent. Okay. Stop me if I'm going too fast. What was number 1? Try and remember what was number 1. You get it? Good. Number 2 is a duck. Number 3. Now I was trying to put this delicately and mildly. You can all see this is a bikini top, hey? So if you turn it around, it becomes a 3. As easy as that. Now remember, number 1 was the pen, number 2 was the duck, number 3 is the, I remember it as boobs. You can call it whatever you want. All right. Number 4 is a sailboat, and I'm going to show you why it is a sailboat. That is why. So whatever you need to remember, picture it as something that you put on the sailboat. Even if it's something that's got nothing to do with sailing or the sea or a boat, just imagine putting it in the boat. And that way you will be able to remember it. So number 1 was, going to give you a second. Number 2 was, number 3 was, number 4. All right. So I'm going to leave you to remember all of them once we're done. Once we get to number 10, I've made a little PDF in the chat section that you can open with all of them on one page. You need to memorize that for us in order to go on to the next part. But I'm going to give you the time of the presentation and the meeting to memorize these 10 things. Number 5, very easy. It's a hook. It looks like an S, but it's actually a hook. It looks like a 5 too, which is very easy. So whatever you need to remember at number 5, you memorize that as something that you hang from a hook, even if it doesn't sound like it's something that can hang from a hook. Just imagine it hanging from the hook. Number 6 is a snail. That makes sense, eh? Snail with a 6 on its back. Number 7 is a cliff. Now, I remember Table Mountain. I stood on that cliff once. It was very scary. But how I usually use this one is whatever it is. I remember one of the list of objects I had to remember at number 7 was a computer. And I imagined pushing it off the cliff and it breaking apart at the bottom of the cliff. Now, that's a way to remember it. Whatever you choose to do is up to you. Just remember number 7 is a cliff. Number 8 is probably the easiest of them all. It's a racetrack. So whatever you need to remember, imagine that object on the racetrack. One of the things that I had to remember was a chair, and I imagined the chair racing other cars on the racetrack. Number 8. Doesn't need to make sense. Number 9 is a pipe. Also very easy one to remember. Whatever object they give you, you try and remember it as something that you can smoke in the pipe. Even if it's like, let's say, a blanket. Just imagine yourself trying to push the blanket in the pipe and smoke it. Okay, there's what it looks like if you want to visualize it. And number 10 is a fork and a plate. I wanted it to be a knife and a plate, but the fork always goes to the left, so I couldn't find a picture with the knife on the left. But this makes sense as well, a fork and a plate. So whatever you're trying to remember, just imagine putting it on the plate. This one sometimes escapes me a little bit, but it makes sense. It looks like a fork and a plate. Right, so for summary, number 1 is a pen, number 2 is a duck, number 3 is a bikini top, number 4 is a sailboat, number 5 is a hook, number 6 is a snail, number 7, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Anyone of the committee, if you want to unmute yourself, you're welcome to say. What is number 7? Nobody. Number 7 is a cliff. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Well done. Number 7 is a cliff. Number 8 is the racetrack. Number 9 is the pipe. And you remember it like that. And number 10 is the... Anybody? You can post it in the chat if you want to. Yes, thank you, Olga. Number 10 is the full complete. Well done. Thank you, Benita, Joanna. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sister Lena. Wonderful. Well done. So this page is in the chat. If you go to the chat, you will find quite this. Just scroll right to the top. You will find a few PDF documents. I hope it's shared. Or you can maybe just take a photo with your phones if you want to. I'm going to leave it on a little bit. I've pinned all the PDFs to the top. So if you want to get access to the PDF, it says memory exercise. So you can just scroll to the top and it will take you there. All right, so your job now is to take this and remember all the objects that we've just learned. Repeat it a few times. Try and remember it as often as you can. See the picture in your mind, and then we will continue after Lauren's presentation. Okay. Dorothy, I hand over to you to introduce Lauren and her colleagues from Garrun CFP. Dorothy, can you hear me? Dorothy? You must just unmute yourself. Okay. It seems like she's got a bit of a problem. Lauren Brooklyn is one of the the people working at Garrun CFP. She's been with us before, and unfortunately, I don't have a CV in front of me. Otherwise, I would have read that. Sorry, Lauren. I know there's two Laurens, Lauren Brooklyn, and I can't remember the other Lauren.
And Lauren Anderson.
That's it, yes. And I also included your other colleague. I just don't know if I unmuted her yet, but I will look for her in the list. Okay, Lauren, you're welcome to tell them a bit more about yourself. I'll hand over to you.
Perfect. I'm just going to please share my screen.
Yes, you can kick me off. Is Noelle Barron one of your colleagues?
No, it's Sarah Lagrange and Lindsay Stutchberry. I think they both have been added to presenters.
Yes. Sorry, Noelle. Okay, go on.
First off, I must please apologize. I am a little bit sick at the moment. My voice is just a little bit husky. But good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for giving us some time of your day, and then also to Sasha for inviting us to present. As occupational health nurses, you operate in a very unique space, bridging the corporate and responsibilities with client care. Sorry, excuse me. In addition, your work is important as it assists employees, your clients, to remain healthy and safe. You also help protect their ability to earn a living, which is important for them and their families. In 2024, we announced our name change from CFP Brokers to Garrun CFP. So the CFP still remains the same, standing for Cover for Professionals. You'll see that in all of our documentation that we send through, and hopefully everyone's now seen our new logo with the big G CFP. This change has allowed us to grow our capacity and continue delivering the service excellence you've come to expect from us. I would like to introduce Sarah and Lindsay. They are your front line at the moment. Most of you have probably already dealt with them when reaching out to our offices, whether it's a quick query regarding your policy, guiding you through some tricky situations, and discussing potential claims. They are also there to assist you with your renewal process, and they generally care about everything that you do and are happy to have a chat over the phone or even over our WhatsApp line in order to help support you. Why do occupational health nurses need indemnity insurance? You face a complex challenge due to the environments that you work in. Your clients must meet strict health and fitness requirements to perform their job safely, and you play a key role in assisting and monitoring their well-being. However, this responsibility often creates ethical dilemmas. Employers want health information on their employees, while client confidentiality must be maintained. Breaches, whether intentional or not, can result in a claim against you. Beyond confidentiality concerns, the broader legal landscape of South Africa presents growing risks. Increasing awareness of legal rights means that clients are more likely to pursue claims against healthcare professionals. Additionally, economic pressures often lead to clients seeking compensation, even in the absence of negligence. Regardless of whether you have done anything that could have caused harm, litigation costs can be crippling. Medical malpractice insurance ensures that you have the financial and legal support to defend yourself, safeguarding your reputation and career. In litigation, attorneys tend to cast a wide net. We refer to this as the shotgun approach, where they will name multiple parties in one claim, regardless on the level of involvement. So they could go after your employer, the doctor on site, and you as the occupational health nurse could be listed in a summons. You can find yourselves included in legal proceedings even when you have acted professionally, ethically, and within your scope of practice. For example, a breach of confidentiality claim may arise if an employer acts on disclosed health information, even when the nurse followed protocol. Defamation claims may stem from workplace rumors linked to the occupational health nurse medical assessments. Additionally, test result errors, whether due to a misrepresentation or faulty equipment, can lead to serious repercussions, including wrongful termination lawsuits. These risks highlight the critical need for medical malpractice insurance to protect against unforeseen legal challenges and the associated costs. Indemnity insurance provides critical protection for occupational health nurses facing legal challenges. It covers defense costs, including the attorneys and expert witnesses, ensuring you have the necessary support to build a strong legal case. If a claim results in a settlement or damages being awarded against you, the policy steps in to cover those financial obligations as well. Additionally, indemnity insurance extends to cover the cost of attorneys to assist you with responding to a SANC inquiry, which can arise from complaints even if no formal legal action is taken. We've seen many SANC inquiries and complaints where there has been fees incurred upwards of 50,000 Rand just to be able to respond to the SANC inquiry. Without medical malpractice insurance, you would need to pay for those legal defense costs personally, which can become financially overwhelming. This protection not only safeguards your financial stability, but also ensures that you can continue to practice with confidence, knowing you have professional backing in cases where legal disputes arise. Your role as an occupational health nurse is so important to maintaining workplace health and safety. However, the legal risks associated with your profession can't be ignored. Having comprehensive medical malpractice insurance ensures that you can carry out your responsibilities without the constant worry of potential claims, making sure you can concentrate on your professional duties. This type of policy provides access to expert legal representation, covering legal fees, settlements, and disciplinary proceedings, so you are not financially burdened by unexpected litigation. It also reinforces ethical practice by allowing you to uphold professional standards without external pressures. In an era of increasing legal challenges, having this protection is not just an option anymore. It is essential for your career security and peace of mind. We've put together a few common myths and the reality of these myths in our environment. So our first myth is telling your insurer about problems that will make your premium, telling insurers about any problems or claims. Many think this will increase the premium. The reality is, letting your insurer know about issues early doesn't mean your premium will increase. It helps them support you and manage risks. Waiting too long to report a problem can cause much bigger issues later, which include no cover due to a late notification. Our second myth is insurers always try to find a reason to reject a claim. Our experience has been very different to this. Insurers want to be able to pay valid claims. They only reject claims when they fall outside of your policy or if you do not comply with the conditions of your policy. This includes acting outside of your scope. Knowing your policy and reporting issues on time help avoid problems in the future. Our third myth, insurers just want to settle claims to save money. This is also not true. Insurers don't want to settle claims unless it's fair and makes sense. If a claim is false or exaggerated in any way, they'll defend you, which could take a few months to settle. But at the end of the day, there's no reason they should be paying for a claim, and there's no reason you should have anything against your name if it's a frivolous claim in the beginning. They balance settling claims quickly with protecting your reputation. Our fourth myth, insurance will pay for any legal issues you have. Your policy covers defending you against claims arising out of your professional services and paying settlements if needed. It's not meant to cover every legal dispute, so it is important to know what is included. However, the medical malpractice policy does offer additional legal assistance for matters relating to your work. You can contact us for more information about the value-added service called Legal Assist, who are more than happy to add value to you by vetting your actual contracts with your employers, looking at any form of consent forms that you have drawn up, which is extremely important and extremely valuable. This is also offered at no additional cost. Insurers will judge you if you make a mistake. This is one of our myths, and this could not be further from the truth. Insurers are there to help, not judge. Mistakes happen. We are all human at the end of the day, and their job is to protect you. The sooner you tell them and us, the better we can assist you. Renewals for 2026 have opened up, so please remember to go ahead and renew your cover. The first column is the limit of indemnity that is shown. There's two options, one of 2.5 million and one of 5 million. I've included right at the very end what we charge for occupational health nurses that are not members of SASHON. Being a member of SASHON allows you to access the much lower premiums because of the relationship we've built over the many, many years we've been working with them. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go back one. It is also extremely important to remember that this cover is not automatically included in your SASHON membership. You do need to apply for it outside of your SASHON membership, but letting us know that you are a SASHON member. We do have manual application forms that I will be sharing with the branches, and you'll be able to complete those and submit them through to us as well. So there's many ways you're able to apply. You can go onto our online website where we've got a profile for you if you're existing clients. If you are not, you will still be able to access that website and generate a new profile. You are welcome to send us a WhatsApp message on the number shown on screen. This number, we cannot take any calls, but we're happy for you to message or send us a voice note. Otherwise, you're welcome to give us a call on our landline. Sarah and Lindsay will be your first point of call there, but there are many of us to also pick up any other calls that come through. And then we've got a lot of information on our websites that we're able to give you as well, relating to the different options and what to choose. Then lastly, you're welcome to email us on the email address right at the bottom of your screen. And there we go. That's our presentation. Does anyone have any questions? Nelly, I see your hands up. You're welcome to unmute yourself.
Sorry, let me just unmute the. Okay, Marshall, you could speak. Just unmute yourself.
Hi, I just want to find out, I see on your form you have a financial disclosure. Why is that necessary?
So from our side, we generally didn't used to ask that information, but insurers have asked us to get that because it helps them rate the scheme appropriately. So usually, because everyone's rated on one platform as a group,
Mm.
they take the amount earned by the entire scheme, and they're able to then appropriately rate their risk according to the scheme. So on a
Okay.
standalone basis, you're rated individually on that, whereas here you're rated as a group. It's just to ensure that they have enough money secured if there is big claims that come.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nelly, you're welcome to unmute yourself and ask your question. Your microphone has been enabled, so you just need to unmute yourself, please. Okay, Marshall, I'm going to hand over to you to quickly ask your question.
Sorry, I forgot to ask, do we need a consent form when we do primary health as well, or just for occupational health?
For both.
Oh,
So
okay.
whenever it comes to you touching a client of any sort,
Mm.
so even if you're just shaking their hand, basically, you
Okay.
need to have consent to touch them.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. Yonette, I see there's also a question in the chat box on the Q&A.
Yes.
So the question here says, can an employee request an occupational health nurse to attend a CCMA case as a witness? So yes, they can, but we would first have you contact us, notify us of it, and then they usually would set some type of question set that you will be asked in that questioning. We would then ask for that question set and how you intend on responding to that question set.
Okay, thank you. Nelly, I've unmuted you if you want to ask your question.
Thank you so much. I've been trying to unmute on my side. I just wanted to know, do you perhaps what is it, cover the mobile clinics?
We are able to. Are you looking for cover for just the nursing side of it or for the actual unit itself?
The actual unit itself.
We would be able to do that. Unfortunately, not on this policy though, because it's a much wider risk because you would be traveling, and there's also that risk that would come into play.
Oh, okay. Then I will thank you so much.
Thank you, Nelly.
Esmeralda, you are next.
I just want to ask, when you go to the financial disclosure, if I am the employee of the company that I work for, am I private?
Yes, so you're still
Okay.
working within private, and then the fees that we ask for. So I know there was a little bit of confusion back when we did introduce this. It's not the company's turnover we're asking for, it's for your personal turnover as an employee.
Yes. Okay. I was just scared that it's only for private practices. That's why I raised the question. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you, Esmeralda.
Any other questions? Okay, Lauren, you're welcome to stay on. If there are more questions, then we can address it as it comes in. Otherwise, if you need to leave, you're welcome to.
Great.
And I can
Thank you
just
very
email you.
much.
Could you mind putting your contact details in the chat so that if there's more questions, then I can just contact you.
Great. I'll do that now. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Lauren.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Right. I'll just share my screen again so that we can, today's going to be nice and quick. So hang on while it loads. I hope you found the PDF with the memory links on it. If you don't, you're probably not going to remember them right away. I want you to use this time to just go through it and make sure that you remember which picture belongs to which number. We try to make it easy so that the number looks like the picture. Okay, are there any additions to the agenda? You're welcome to put that in the chat. All right, don't see anything else. And then are there any changes to the minutes? Nothing. You will see with this icon in the bottom to the right that I put the agenda and the minutes in the chat function. Just scroll to the top and you will see it. Can I have one committee member, non-committee member to accept the minutes for us, please? Alta, Dedekant. Thank you, Alta. And so is somebody to second it? Petronella, I saw your hand. Thank you, Petronella. Thank you for seconding it. All right, so Adele, I hand over to you to present the minutes. Oh, sorry, the financial statement.
Hi, thank you, Janet. Good day, everyone. Our financial statement as of December was the savings account is standing at 188,391 and 64 cents, and our current account 5062 and 15 cents. There wasn't much movement in December in our accounts. We just got our monthly little bit of interest on our savings savings account in our investment account, and the normal monthly account fees, transactional fees, admin charges, and then we had income from our workshop in, what was it? Was it in August, Kaleidoscope? So that we finally got in December. A little bit delayed, but we're happy that's it. We did receive it. So that's it from my side. Any questions?
Okay, so one person to, if there's no questions, one person to accept the financial report, please. Kathleen de Villiers, thank you for accepting. Somebody else to second it. Cheryl Ann, thank you very much for seconding the, I don't know if that's the right word, for seconding the financial report. Adele, you are welcome. I'm going to just open the screen to go to your presentation that you sent me. Just hang on a sec. Just want to get there. It's loading. There you go. Adele, over to you again.
Right. So our quarterly first quarter report is now running from November till January. And our slogan for 2026 is Nurse Health, Global Health. So just like a recap of the marketing portfolio with responsibilities is to contact potential exhibitors for our workshops, our academic day and conference, if applicable. It's not this year in Cape Town. And then we also need to liaise with our sponsorships and coordination of the sponsorships provided. And then we also invite 5-minute speakers like we had today. Thank you, Cheslin of Mediway Medicals, to present at our meetings. So I've just made a list of all our long-standing service providers that are always there to support us. And if I've omit anyone that you can pick up, please let me know. And if you know of anyone that would like to join us, it will be fantastic. We do have the academic day coming up 14th of May, and we're going to need all our exhibitors to participate. I just wanted to mention here that we also make provision for the NGOs to join us free of charge. And then last year it was a Diabetes SA that attended one of our workshops. And we are planning to invite the Organ Donor Foundation this year to attend at no charge. And then I just want to make a special thank you from Victoria Albert Products that did give us a donation for the social responsibility. And then we also had a once-off donation from a full member, Sasha Western Cape member, and Nautilus Farmer also, sorry, gave items for our goodie bags, and they always come to the party when we ask them for items. Just like, sorry, Joan, I see I should have put your President Sasha on email there, but otherwise it's just the head office details. And the next slide is the Western Cape. Yeah, but that was said in the beginning of the meeting. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you, Adele. Just hang on a sec. And to get back to my own presentation. And it always takes a while because it's browsing through screen after screen. Almost there. Okay, let's go on where we left off. Dorothy, you are welcome to share your presentation and continue. Going to stop sharing. Dorothy, are you on? Dorothy, can you hear me?
You are next.
Okay. Yes, there you go. Okay.
Okay,
Good.
I took my earphones off now. Okay, so I just need to share. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I need to find the sharing one. Can you all see that? Janet?
Yeah, not yet. Yes, we see it. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and apology, I couldn't find the unmute button, but yes, I hope you have a good 2026. I'm stepping into new shoes now, and I hope you will be with me for this year. So this is the educational report for up to now. Let me just go on. Quarter one. Since November till now, nothing happened except the conference that was held in the National Conference, 19 to 21 November. Our last meeting was in October with a very well presentation, good presentation of diabetes. And our HLM lunch was the 1st of November. I have a very short presentation. February, health calendar for February, there's important dates. It's STI Condom Week, that's 3 to 7, World Cancer Day 4th, and I think the 20th, the Healthy Lifestyle Awareness Day. But you can all find this on Google also. So I'm just going to present our hair problem from January to March. Today was our program where Mediway was present. Thank you to Garrun, also Lauren, and thank you for all the presenters today, that is. And on the 21st of January, we had a committee meeting. And next February, we have our general meeting on the 25th of February, and that will also be a MS Teams. Our topic is noise measurement and control. So Fani confirmed that he will be our presenter. We're still working on the back to basics, PPE, and fitness to wear. We will attend the EXCO meeting, UNET and I, from the 18th to the 20th of February. And on the 11th of February, it's our committee meeting. And what we said last year, we would like people to sit in on our meetings. So this will be an online meeting. We have a in person, and then next month is an online meeting. So please, if you can just take time off and sit in our meetings, if especially on our in-person meetings, and it's at Brackengate next to We Buy Cars. This one is the March one, our gender meeting in March. Let me just go. It's on the 25th. It will be an online webinar, and it's a substance abuse. It was mentioned in our SWOT analysis that people want that back. Our speakers still need to be confirmed, and our next committee meeting is on the 18th of March. Just to follow up on the student representative, I'm having communication with Natalie regarding the students for this year. So that is in process. And for CPD, UNET and I were taking the portfolio, but we found a smart we can do it about that. So thank you in for CPD yet. Yeah. Oh, I didn't just okay. So our courses for 20 the short courses for audiometer spirometry, you can check the
Dorothy's,
website. Yes.
Just unshare and share again. It's not showing on our side. Please.
Okay, let me go. Okay, yeah, Nate, I think I'm done with it because I'm just talking about the short courses. I didn't put it on this time, but short courses, Education for Health Africa, and HSS, there's a lot of short courses that you can Google on their sites, and they will give you the year calendar for those audiometer, spirometer, and vision screening, those accredited courses. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Okay.
I'll just get back to my presentation, otherwise I'm not going to remember what to say. Right, so our next speaker is Kola. Can I hand over to you, Kola? Are you there?
Yes, good day. Good afternoon, everyone, and good year. On my side and on the portfolio, there's nothing much to report on since we left the last time. So we're trying by all means to get into new relationships with everyone and all the possibilities. If anyone knows someone who wants to collaborate and be part with us, so you are more than welcome to bring them forward, because we want to be out there and everybody knows about us as much as we can. So that will be all from our side, but we're going to continue from this year, carrying on where we left off, to try and make those partnerships with everyone that is possible can. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kola. Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. Beverly, I made you presenter. You can go ahead. Just unmute yourself.
Thank you, Jonette. Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year. All the best for the new year. So for the past 3 months, we haven't been involved with any of the social responsibility activities, but we're going to continue with the same ones that we did last year. The family shelter that's located in Somerset West, which is operated by a team of dedicated social workers, and they provide support and rehabilitation to individuals referred there. So they help them to reintegrate into society through tailored care and assistance. So the type of donations we're going to look for is clothes, linen mainly, toiletries, face cloths for the ladies, nappies, And if you have food to donate, they will be happy to make use of that as well. So you can contact us or through WhatsApp channels. If you have anything to donate and you're in the local area, I'm happy to collect and deliver it to the family shelter. Then we're going to continue with Bless a Baby, knitted jerseys and beanies and toys and blankets that goes to the nurseries. But I wanted to also make us, we had a good suggestion. How about donating a 6-pack of water or some kind of drinks to the fire stations in your local area? There's been a lot of fires going on around the Western Cape, and they do need, the fluids or snacks, whatever you feel in your heart you'd like to just drop off or find out where you can drop off for them. That would be a great help and a social responsibility that we can understand and also support. We were out in Pearly Beach in December, and there was massive fires there. And fortunately, we found a fireman right nearby us, and so we could donate to them. And they were very grateful for that help. So that's the other choice you could make, is donating any type of fluids to our firemen who are working very hard now during the summer times. So thank you. That is what we're going to do this year, and I hope you'll be as supportive. And we'll have our containers up and ready on the 14th of May when we have our meeting, face-to-face meeting again. So you can start collecting little by little whenever you have that opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Beverly. For those of
Okay.
you that are not joining from the Western Cape, I just want to explain to you, up in Gauteng, the rainfall season is now in summer, so there's nothing to burn. Your fire season is in winter, when all the grass is dead and everything is dry. Here in the Western Cape, it's exactly the opposite. We're a Mediterranean climate, where it rains in winter like it should, and it is dry in summer. So it's so dry that everything dies. My lawn looks terrible, despite the fact that I water it every third day. But still, that's why this kind of time of the year is the worst in the Western Cape. And because there's so much fynbos and big, we've got so many bushes and dry kindle, it makes the fires here quite severe. And the heat goes along with it. So I think the firefighters here in the Western Cape work a lot harder than those in other provinces because of the heat and the dryness in summer. All right, let's move on. I have taken over the responsibility of redoing the salary survey. I've reached out to Dr. Karen Michelle for some assistance with that, and she gave me quite a few important pointers. Unfortunately, since she's not in South Africa anymore, she's unable to continue supporting me with this, and I would like to do a proper job of it, but that I will discuss at Exco, and then I'll bring you feedback on that. All I can ask is, once it goes out, please take part of it. It will be 100% anonymous. Not even I, who received the results, will know whose contribution it is. We need at least 200 people to send to complete the questionnaire, so that we can have a reliable database from which we can work. So please, please, as soon as it comes out, please participate, even if you work for yourself. Anybody that's employed in occupational health can do the questionnaire. And then the newsletter is coming up. We've changed the dates for the newsletter somewhat. It's still every 3 months, but we've moved it on with a month so that we can cover the Exco, the most recent Exco in the following newsletter. So this one is going to be in March. So I would just like your contributions before the end of February, please. We're always looking for someone to write a good article or share a story. And I promise you, if you send it to me, I will put it in the newsletter. The academic day, as I mentioned, is on the 14th of May. We've paid the deposit at Crystal Beach Hotel, and we are very excited to host it there. It's in Gordons Bay. Now it's a bit far away, but it will be worth it. You will see it's really an excellent venue. And then just want to check if Joan is still in the meeting. Just hang on for me, please. I just want to check if she's still here. Joan, I'm sorry, man, I should have told you. Will you be willing to quickly give feedback on the meeting of Monday? Unfortunately, I missed it. Or should we leave it till next time? Okay. Let's leave it until next time. There is some information that we can share. I just need to go and find out what it is. All right, and then this is just another reminder. Please send me whatever you have for the newsletter. Here's things that we want to hear from. And let's wait for it to come back again. Anything occupational health related, case studies, fun stories, things worth celebrating, health days at your site, and contributions to the social responsibility. Anything of that before the end of Feb. Thank you. And then we're going to create a new WhatsApp group for 2026. And the members will be transferred to the new group from the 1st of February. We're just waiting for the new member list from head office to be published. And then we will confirm those who are current members. We will put you on the group. If you see that it's not happening by the middle of February, please just request a join group. I will post the details of the group on the 2025 group so that you can join or request to join on the new group. We are going to close the old group by the end of February. So if you haven't gone over to the new group, then you won't receive all the updates. This is just to make sure that the group stays exclusive. It's much easier just to create a new group and let the people join than to go through every name on that group. We are a big region. We've just gained the Eastern Cape members as well. So we are way over 300 people. And to go and check every single person against the list is going to take us a long, long time. So that's why we keep creating a new group every year. Okay, and then I just want to say, Kola, thank you for filling the role of the secretary. We wish you good luck going forward. It's not an easy job to do, and it takes a lot of work, and you get no recognition for that. So I thought I would just say thank you before you start doing it. All right, so let's go to part 2 of the memory exercise. Now you remember that list. Number 1 was a pen, number 2 was a duck, number 3 were boobs, number 4 was a sailboat, number 5 was a hook, number 6 was a snail, number 7 was Table Mountain or the cliff, number 8 was a racetrack, number 9 was a pipe, and number 10 is the fork and the plate. Now I'm going to give you a list of items. It works for objects or numbers. I'm going to give you a list of items, and that item you are going to memorize against the picture that you have in your mind for that number. To make it easy, I'm putting the picture for you there. So number 1 will be a crochet hook, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Close your eyes and imagine the crochet hook and the pen lying next to each other, or any other way you want to associate the two. You all know what a crochet hook is. Something that you use to do crochet with for the males. You probably won't know. Next one is a glass of water. And the picture that you need to remember this is the duck. Think about the duck drinking out of a glass of water. Giving you a few seconds just to internalize that. And then 2 seashells. That would be the bikini or the boobs. And number 3, imagine the cups of the bikini being filled with 2 seashells, or 2 seashells instead of the bikini. Conjures up pictures of, what is a sea nymph in English? Of a cartoon character. The next one is a plant on a sailboat. So I imagine my fern, putting the fern, the plant, on the sailboat so that the leaves show. And then number 5 is a blanket. That's easy. Imagine the blanket hanging from the hook. Number 6 is a cat. Now I tell you, this was very easy for me because I've got one cat that will bring absolutely everything that hops, screams, runs, whatever they do. If it's alive, she brings it into the house and she presents it to me by flopping it on my feet. So I can just imagine her bringing a snail to me if she could reach them. Number 7 is a television. And we do the same with the television that we did with the laptop. We push it off the mountain and we see it scatter on the ground below. You can get very creative with this. The toy car, this is an easy one. I threw in an easy one for you. If you remember, the number 8 was the racetrack, right? Toy car being pushed along the racetrack. And tea leaves, also a relatively easy one. If you have a pipe, you can smoke tea leaves. During COVID, my dad couldn't get tobacco, so he started smoking rooibos tea leaves. The house smelled wonderful. And then the last one is an apple. Imagine the apple on the plate. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds just to go through the list again. Don't stress, you will remember it, but just go through it in silence. Okay. Let's take this list away. I want you to use the chat. I'm going to tell you which number I want you to tell me. I'm going to tell you the number and then you'll tell me the object from the list that I wanted you to memorize. Don't cheat. Don't look it down if you've written it down. Just try and remember it. Okay, let's see. What number was the cat? Well done, Estelle. Erna. Everybody. Yo, there's a lot of you who remember it very well. That was nice and fast. What was the crochet hook? Crochet hook. Okay, so far, oh good, yes, quite a few. Aida, Senesipo, Sister Guga. Let me try and, oh, yo, there's so many of you, I can't read all the names. Well done. It's number 1, hey, it's easy. Okay, what was what was the apple? Number 10, well done. You see how easy it is, eh? It's mind-blowing. Okay, well done, everybody. And then what didn't I ask yet? A glass of water. What number was it? Well done, number 2. Yo, this is going very, very well. And the seashells. Oh, I spelled it wrong, sorry. It should say shells. Number 3, well done. That's very well done. And let's look at the toy car. Which one was that? Number 8, well done. Benita, you've got this, hey? Well done. And Cheryl, Ann, Erna, Urina, Alta, Elaine. I'm sure there are many more. Well done. Okay, let's think. What didn't I do yet? The plant. Which number was the plant? Yes, Cheryl, Urina, Alta, well done. Marshall, oh yes, there's a lot of you. Number 4, well done, everyone. Great. And then the blanket. Number 5, fantastic. We're almost done. I can't believe you remember them all. During the meeting, the presenter said usually people can remember only about 7 or 8 of it. I was able to remember all 10 because the tool he gave me was working so well. Let's think about the last one. We did the apple, toy car, the tea leaves. Yes, well done. You'll never forget that story now. No. Okay, and then last but not least, I hope it's all 10 of them, the television. Yes, well done. Number 7, very well done. Did I miss something out? Let me just go back and see. Well done, everyone. That was very good. Just want to go through my list and make sure that I didn't lose out on anything. We've got it all. Well done. You've got 10 out of 10. Well done. All right. So show me with a thumbs up. How did you like this exercise? Or clap. Did you learn something new? I'm glad you learned something new. This is a very useful skill. Like I say, I don't always have the best reception when I go and pick up my Amazon package, and the pin is 6 numbers long. And even if I repeat it 100 times, when I stand in front of the screen, I forget it. So now I'm using this memory trick to remember the numbers. Very easy. I just picture the code all next to each other. All right, so this will go away. The presenter ensured me that as you go on and you use the code again and again and again, the previous ones, like the list today, will just disappear. So don't stress if you still remember it. My first list, I remembered for a week. And I was worried because my brain is full already. I can't remember lists like this. It serves no purpose for old lists. So just remember, you will forget it as time passes, But the code you must always keep in mind. Write it somewhere, draw pictures, print it out, put it somewhere, and remind yourself every now and then what each number represents so that you can use that to remember things. Okay, fantastic. That brings us to the end of the meeting. Just want to share quickly one last thing with you. This is our caregivers, just so that you remember. And if you can find a way of using the memory trick to remember your caregiver, please share it with me. I would love that because I can't remember this list. I need to go and look every time. All right, Adele also shared this as the contact numbers for head office. If you can't remember it now, just go to Sashan's website. Everything is there. And then thank you everybody for attending the meeting. It was a quick one today, but I think we all enjoyed it. We're looking forward to next month's meeting. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Meeting closed. Kathleen, sorry, I think I didn't see your name. If you want to ask a question, I've unmuted you. Oh, Katrina, sorry. You can just unmute yourself. All right, committee, if you just can you just help me remove people from the meeting if you can. I just would like to have a quick chat with you. All right, the committee, what did you think of today's presentations?
I think they were good, nice and informative, and they actually didn't take long. So at least it was a good information to grasp. So
Yes.
I think it was great.
Okay, wonderful. So you, how did you do with the memory thing? Did you find it easy?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah. Besides
It's actually
being
quite
easy.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, Kula, go on.
Besides being easy, it's actually an interactive session where everybody can get involved and be part of the whole thing. So it's got two benefits in it. I think I like it. We should do it more.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I was involved in the first one. When you put on the second part, two of the students fell over the table tennis. The one was catching the ball and the table bumped. So I have to do a quick emergency just see. So I would like to have it again, maybe, or maybe like the
no
and I
problem.
can sit.
Remind me.
I missed that part, the second part.
I did record it. I did record
thank
what.
you.
So I'll send it to you.
Okay. So
thank you very much. Maybe we can do it on the academic day also.
If you want. What did I want to tell you? Oh, Dorothy, you've got the sheet with the numbers and the pictures on it, right?
Yeah, I do have. No, I wrote everything down on my page.
Okay, good. So your job now is to go and memorize that every now and then. That's the
Mm.
key that you're going to use going forward.
Okay.
All right. There's somebody that wants to join again. I just want to hear if I think she might have had a question. I'm just quickly admitting her. Rita, was it you who had a question? Let me just unmute you. Sorry, Rita. Okay, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Rita, you still have a question? Okay, doesn't look like it. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for the meeting. I'm glad CFP could join us. It's always good to have them. And we can also, Joan, are they going to attend the academic day? Do you know? Don't worry.
Joan did say she have to leave early, like
Okay.
an hour ago for another meeting.
Okay, no, she's
Yeah.
still on. I thought she's probably just gotten busy. All right, so
Your next,
yes.
before I know Fanny confirms for next month, and if you and others know of something that can talk about PPE.
Okay.
What about this? What about this podiatrist that can talk about safety shoes? That's the only PPE that she's the expert on.
The number you sent me is the number, that info you sent me is contact that person later on, and then our February program is sorted out.
Yeah, she's a doctor she's a podiatrist, so she focuses on feet and safety shoes.
Okay.
No, not all
great.
PPE.
Okay. I think it's a good idea because foot care is one of those things that you can never hear too much about. And it's a very common type of PPE, is safety shoes.
That's a big issue about my work. Every single week I've got someone complaining about safety shoes and feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So yes, please, Dorothy, that's a good suggestion. We can definitely run with that. Okay, everybody, thank you for attending. I'm going to end the meeting. You must have a good day further. And if you need, if you have any questions about the reports that you need to hand in, please let me know. Okay.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
Janet.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.